Hey there, Sarah Walker here of the Sisters Enchanted, where it's our mission to make magic mainstream. And I am bringing you the next video in our Spirit Week series. Today we're putting the R in spirit and talking about the power of release. So one of the most magical things that I think you can do is to release anything that you really just don't need to hold on to. You can do this with physical stuff, but also your emotional stuff as well. And that's what we're going to talk about today, releasing the emotional stuff. So we hear about this a lot when working with the phases of the moon, about releasing, letting go of what doesn't serve you, and like, what does that even mean? So there's a lot of different ways that you can release energy. You can write down things that you don't want to carry with you anymore. You can burn those pieces of paper. You can shout it out to the universe. You can dance it out. You can sweat it out through exercise or physical activity. There's so many ways to release something. But what should you release? What's the purpose of even releasing things? So as we're moving through life, we collect experiences, we collect emotions, we collect expectations, we collect all of these things. And over time, these build up, and we don't need all of them. Expectation is a huge one. Having expectations of other people, on outcomes, the way things should look. How often have you been disappointed by something due to your expectation? Releasing expectation is a really, really great and powerful way to not experience that disappointment, right? Because we're releasing the expectation on a person or on an outcome. You can release a pattern of behavior that you have. Maybe you do something over and over and over again that you really just, it's not helping you out in life. It's not doing you any favors by continuing on that pattern. So you want to release that. Maybe you want to release a grudge or anger or sadness. Whatever it is, you might want to release something so that you move forward. You can do this simply by writing down the thing that you want to release. And like I mentioned before, you can burn it. You can just chuck it to the universe. You can shout it off of out to the sky, the heavens, the sun and the moon. You can sing it out, dance it out. You can craft it out. You can draw, paint it, whatever you want to do, but release that thing from your being so that it's not festering, you're not holding it inside of you. Something that comes up a lot that people ask questions of me is what to do in cases where other people are really holding you back. And you're like, okay, well, so it's not really me, it's this person, it's their bad attitude, it's their pessimism, it's whatever. So you can't really do anything about other people, right? You can only release your attachment to that thing. So what can you release around that? Maybe start by making a list. Maybe if it's a coworker that's really bringing you down, maybe you release attachment to all of the emails being responded to by a certain time. Or maybe you release attachment to having the workspace clutter-free when you leave every day. Maybe you release attachment to, feeling like the other person should take the lead. Maybe you release what you can around that. Maybe you just release your grudge against that person. So focus on what you can control, not on what you can't control, because you can't control other people. And what can you release in that situation? So go ahead right now and think about something in your life that's really been bugging you, something that keeps coming up, it's making you cranky, it's just making each day like, oh, again, this again, and see what you can release around that. What ties to yourself that you're holding on to that you can release. Maybe make a list of those things and then get out there and do some release work. You can, like I said, you can write it down and burn that sucker. You can just dance and release it. You can shout it out. You can speak it out, whatever you want to do. Practice some release today and make space for even more amazing stuff to come into your life when you get rid of the stuff that is not serving you. So give that a shot, and we'll see you tomorrow when we put the second I in spirit and we talk about I am statements. I'll see you tomorrow for our next video. I hope you have an enchanted rest of your day.